Free Dog made this one.
Yeah. Ooh.
Y'all might want to get a chair for this one because Natalie Nunn's trifling self just got exposed by Fivio Foreign for cheating on her husband, Jacob Payne, with one of his homeboys. And get this, y'all, not only is she hooking up with this man behind her husband's back, but she's been spending all the money she makes from Zeus and even flew him out a couple different times to Dubai to have some freak-offs with other men. Child, Natalie is a hot stinking mess. The crazy thing is, this isn't even the first time she's been accused of cheating on Jacob. She's been sleeping around for years, and word on the street is the reason why Jacob isn't saying anything is because he's DL, and his marriage to Natalie is just a cover-up. Yeah, y'all heard that right. Now as for Natalie, she wasn't here for Fivio telling all her business to the world, so she went off on him.
Natalie, don't play with me. I will drag you. Okay? I will put out all your tea. Sweetie, I have text message of us kikiing about you f***ing him. I have video of me in your hotel room with you and Curtis in Atlanta while he's laying in your bed.
Okay, so Natalie Nunn started trending for all the wrong reasons a few days ago when Fivio Foreign exposed her for being a sugar mama for one of his homies. But like I said before, this ain't the first time Natalie got caught cheating on her husband. The rumors have been going around for a hot minute now, but Fivio is the first person to come through with all the receipts and even trigger a response out of Natalie. Natalie and Jacob met in 2011 and eventually got married by 2012. She later announced in 2014 that she was pregnant with their first child, but she lost that baby after suffering a miscarriage. She got pregnant again in late 2016, and they eventually had their daughter Journey in 2017. Now you would think, after going through so much together, they would become closer as a couple, but it was actually the complete opposite. Right after Journey, they started having marital issues. Things got so bad that they separated in 2019 after Jacob caught Natalie sleeping with Dan Osborne. Not only was she getting freaky, but they was having whole freak-off sessions with Dan and Chloe Ailing at the same time. A source close to Natalie spilled all the tea to the US Sun, and they said, Jacob was so angry when the story came out last night. He's gone to stay with his friends and he needs some time alone. The source also said that even after Jacob caught Natalie red-handed, she was still talking to Dan on the other side, because he later saw text messages in Natalie's phone in which she and Dan were planning to meet up to hook up again. Jacob caught Natalie messaging Dan and told her no way was she gonna meet him. He didn't trust Dan one bit, and he thought it was very weird that a married man wanted Natalie to fly to LA so they could hang out alone. He felt like Dan was trying to hook up with her again. But this was just the start of a string of cheating allegations against Natalie, because just about a year ago, she was exposed by former Bad Boys Club star Milan Christopher, who said that Natalie was having an affair with one of the cast members of the show named Curtis. And apparently, Curtis ain't the only one that Natalie was sleeping with. Milan said she was having an affair with one of the executive producers of the show and a bunch of other cast members. Now, mind you, Natalie herself is an executive producer of the show, so these men felt forced to sleep with her since she's their boss.
Natalie, Curtis is not the only person from the Zeus network that you okay? And I don't have to use, allegedly. I'll say allegedly. But you didn't just Curtis. Like, you're a married woman with a child, and you Curtis allegedly, and you also are one of the EPs of the show. Okay? Hey, William. Do you need me to start talking about you one of the EPs of the show too? Natalie, don't play with me. I will drag you. Okay? I will put out all your tea. Sweetie, I have text message of us kikiing about you f***ing him. I have video of me in your hotel room with you and Curtis in Atlanta while he's laying in your bed. Sweetie, remember that live when I came to Natalie's room and I was cussing out Gutta and all of them, and I was in Natalie's room and I was reading Anthony and reading them, Curtis was there. I got the video. Okay? Curtis was in the room. Curtis got in my car. I drove Curtis. Curtis came to my house. Like, stop, keep your mother. I don't want to, like, drag you. I don't want to, like, mother, read the out of your little stupid ass. Stop bringing me up. I wasn't the one who told the world you and Curtis was. That never came out my mouth. Talk about you getting that mother destroyed by a mother cast member that you casted. Talk about that, Moonface. Talk about that mother being while you pregnant, while you got a whole husband and a whole mother at home and a whole baby at home. Talk about that.
Baby, Milan ate Natalie all the way down, cleared the plates, and left no crumbs. This man really sat up there and read her to filth, like she was nothing. And in case y'all still doubt Milan, Rolly, who is Natalie's co-star on Baddies East, also spilled the tea about how Natalie hooked up with Curtis and slept with different men every night.
On Curtis while we was filming for Baddies. You was on all kinds of. We'd had multiple at the house, so you got hella babies. It ain't just one. While you sitting there want to talk, let's go, Natalie. Let's go, Curtis. Yeah, I might got a motherfucking ET card, but y'all got some disgusting ass motherfucking life. Just preying on a motherfucking young boy.
Now, we all know Rolly might tell a joke, but baby, she never tells a lie. And do y'all remember that awkward moment when Natalie and Kreations were on live and Natalie told Kreations that she was home with her husband and her daughter? Kreations looked genuinely shocked when Natalie said that. People believe it's because Kreations probably saw Natalie getting down with a bunch of different men, so she was very shocked to find out Natalie was doing all that while married with a whole kid.
So who over there you? Because why are you just
girl? I'm at home with my family, my husband and my daughter.
You have a husband?
Rock, I'm hanging up this live.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm hanging up this live. I'm hanging up this live.
What?
Yes, I have a husband. I've been married for 10 years. Yeah, I'm definitely hanging up on you.
And then just a few months ago, Tommy Lee also decided to be petty and revealed during an interview that Natalie had personally told her a while back she had an affair with Chris Brown. She said Natalie and Chris Brown had been hooking up for a while. However, after Chris broke up with her, she decided to sleep with Chris Brown's brother and Chris's security guard to get back at Chris for dumping her.
What thing that happened with Chris Brown? What is your take on what happened that night?
Well, you know, she told me they had a relationship, and that now she has a brother to get back at him, and then now she's security, and you know, with her being married and shit like that, I just really think we shouldn't have been there. I think it was the devil doing his work. There was too much going on, too much going on. But apart from that, you know,
Natalie has a side.
I think she got a couple of them. I be seeing a lot of looking on her, like while we was working. Don't nobody know that?
What?
I think even her husband knows that.
Like they hang out or something?
Not like they like I've seen him in the bed, and I like he's been like, you know what I'm saying? She playing well. I got videos of her, all of that. Jason, you know this. Stop playing games. Stop playing fucking games with me, Jason.
Tommy, what? First of all,
This why I don't talk. This why everybody play green and stuff. Like I'm just saying stuff off the top.
I mean, the word is she got side. I've never seen them.
Okay, so I'm not lying.
But you've seen them.
I was with him.
Where's her husband, Jacob, during all this?
Babysitting. Nanny.
My
You
heart
knew
just
that.
fell out. Her man is fine though. This is what I don't understand.
He is. I wonder if he got some. He give me that.
That he does.
Yeah.
But then why, if you got the man with the dick and the baby and all that, why you want more dick?
And while we're on the topic of Tommy Lee, she was also one of the people that started the allegations about Natalie's husband being secretly gay when she released her song, Yeah, H-O-E. In the lyrics, she said, "We know your baby daddy taking D." But what really took the DL allegations to a whole nother level was when Media Takeout reported that Jacob was spotted in the club with a gay corn star named Trap Boy. Now, Trap Boy was actually one of the top actors in the gay adult industry around the 2000s to the 2010s, so this caused quite a stir on social media. See, at the time, Trap Boy and the other gay adult stars used to tour in different clubs around the US to promote their films. During one of these tours, Jacob linked up with Trap Boy in a gay club, and they were even seen taking a photo together shirtless. Trap Boy can be seen having his hands around Jacob's waist like they're a couple. And as I said earlier, some people believe the reason Jacob hasn't left Natalie yet is because their marriage is just a cover-up to hide the fact that he likes men. And just when we thought this whole story couldn't possibly get any worse, Fivio Foreign exposed Natalie for cheating on Jacob again. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. So Fivio was cutting up in an interview on Matt Hoffa's My Expert Opinion podcast when he decided to shock everybody by spilling the tea about Natalie having an affair with one of his homeboys. Fivio said his homie Louis and Natalie have been sleeping with each other for some time now, and she even flies him to Dubai from time to time to beat it up, if you know what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas fumble that back, certain niggas don't, certain niggas do. Right here. But a lot of the ones who do blame you for they, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you my son Peso that call. Savage. Louis Peso.
Shout out to Peso.
Shout out to Peso. That's my man. He came around me. He used the Fivio card. He's Natalie Nunn right now.
Knocking it in like a clumsy nigga.
She flying him all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Spending money, going viral, taking him up in Dubai. Boy, I don't even think you ever been to Dubai. Her mom, bro. If she going viral, why not? And this what is doing.
Now, I don't see why Fivio felt the need to tell the world what Natalie and Louis have been up to, but Natalie wasn't having it, and she decided to check him. She responded by leaving a comment under the Neighborhood Talks comments, where she claimed that she and Louis only had a working relationship, nothing more. She said, "Your boy was working on your team and with you. Tell the whole story, Missy. He left and came to work for me. He's been on the road with me and my security team, helping with all my bookings, because now I'm booked doing music stuff. That's it, that's all. You're unbelievable for making up this entire story." Oh, but Natalie wasn't done just yet. She went on a whole rant on her IG and basically blasted Fivio. She called him out for being sassy and running his mouth about some business he knew nothing about. Now, if we gonna be a bunch of females, at least tell the full story, cause I usually don't do no talking, but we not gonna sit up here and lie on my name in no interview. So I dropped a single, Outside remix with Beat King. I was looking for someone to join my team to help with all my bookings and be my road manager, cause now I'm performing my song on the road. Your boy flying out everywhere was someone who worked on your team with you. Ish slow over there, so he came to work with the baddest. I did not meet him through you. I'm not sleeping with him, and you sound big mad. If you wanted a feature with me, that's all you had to say, cause you sound big mad your boy joined the winning team and we running up a serious bag. Now, can you men in the industry stop being females? Cause y'all really getting outbeat by every single female in all categories. I think I need to cast him for baddies. You would make a great cast member. Keep my name out your mouth. I am not one to be played with. So, as you can see, Natalie was not here for Fivio speaking on her business. And despite her denying everything, people still don't believe her because she has a long history of sleeping with men who work for her. So it's not as if the things that Fivio was saying are really out of character for her. Now, as usual, folks had their own thoughts to say, and nobody was on Natalie's side because they do believe she did in fact cheat on Jacob yet again. One person said, "If y'all saw Marriage Boot Camp when Natalie and her husband were on it, you know she wears the pants in that relationship. She dismissed her husband's feelings and pretty pretty much said, if you want to be with me, you're gonna have to accept my lifestyle. No happily married woman is traveling from coast to coast for a reality show. When does she really have time for her family? Another person said, Natalie has been cheating on her husband, and that man ain't never leaving because he ain't got no job. His football career never took off, and he's been Mr. Nunn ever since. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Fivio exposing Natalie for cheating on her husband? And do y'all think Jacob is still putting up with Natalie just because he is DL and depending on her money?
I can tell you what it feel like.